With so many great options to choose from, narrowing our list down to 10 was no easy feat.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 sci-fi and fantasy Netflix originals. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're only looking at live-action Netflix originals. That means anime shows like Children of the Whales will not be considered.
Why are you apologizing?
Number 10, The OA.
I'm the OA.
The OA is a fantastic mix of sci-fi and fantasy with a plot that revolves around the re-emergence of a young woman who's been missing for 7 years. Upon her mysterious return, she has a new name and the ability to see, despite having been blind when she initially disappeared.
Biggest mistake I made was believing that if I cast a beautiful net, I'd catch only beautiful things.
Co-created by and starring the uber-talented Britt Marling, the show has received generally positive reviews from critics, with one hailing it as, quote, Netflix's strongest and strangest original production since Stranger Things. From the striking visuals to the acting and everything in between, this is one program you need to check out.
Storytelling is cleansing.
Number 9, Travelers.
Pearson, come here!
According to a media consumption report put out by Netflix, Travelers was one of the streaming service's top 10 most binged shows in 2017. And based on its plot, it's easy to understand why. The show is set in a post-apocalyptic future and revolves around a group of operatives known as Travelers who venture back in time to prevent a global catastrophe.
We all knew assuming the lives of people from another century wasn't going to be a walk in the park.
They do this by having their consciousness transferred into the bodies of 21st century humans on the cusp of death, thereby limiting their impact on the past. It's pure sci-fi fun, with enough action and suspense to keep newcomers to the genre thoroughly entertained.
This is gonna work itself out. Just go home.
Number 8, 3%.
Apenas 3% de vocês serão um seleto grupo de heróis a caminho do Mar Alto, onde o casal fundador criou o mais perfeito dos mundos.
3%, a foreign-language dystopian thriller, is the first show on Netflix to be produced entirely in Portuguese, so prepare for subtitles. The world the show presents is a fractured one in which the wealthy live in the offshore and the poor live in the inland. However, through the process, citizens of the inland are given the opportunity to leave.
Eu vim para cá porque eu consigo passar. E acabou.
Of course, the path to paradise is not without obstacles. The show takes its name from the fact that only 3% of the people make it through the process. A tightly woven tale of sacrifice, betrayal, and the quest for a better life. 3% is one Netflix original that lives up to its name.
Gente, vocês estão ouvindo barulho?
Number 7, Altered Carbon.
I'm sorry, I was waiting for a question. It was all monologue there for a while, so I kind of tuned out.
In the year 2384, your memories can be digitized and downloaded in human and non-human vessels known as sleeves, to be used for a variety of purposes. Takeshi Kovacs, a criminal and political operative, wakes up centuries after his death in a new body and is tasked with solving the murder of one of the world's wealthiest men.
Friends are overrated. Eventually, someone will come along and shoot him in the stack.
Starring Joel Kinnaman, Altered Carbon is easily one of the most binge-worthy Netflix originals in recent memory, thanks to its unique concept, stunning visuals, and top-notch acting. A sci-fi murder mystery with cyberpunk overtures. What's not to like?
Observe. Absorb. Find what others have missed.
Number 6, Dark.
See, Dad, the question isn't how. The question is when.
This German sci-fi thriller has been called Stranger Things for grown-ups, and it's a fitting comparison. The show is set in a small town, a portion of the action takes place in the 80s, and the plot revolves around the disappearance of a child. However, that's where the similarities end. Dark involves time travel, wormholes, and a decades-old secret that's impacted 3 generations of families, from the 1950s to the present day.
Contact the Central Office for Missing Persons. I want everyone in the area questioned.
The show is expertly paced, slowly pulling back the veil on a tiny German town with no shortage of terrifying secrets. Number 5, Jessica Jones.
It was open.
If you're one of those people who's yet to watch any of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's small screen productions because you're not into the whole superhero thing, Jessica Jones is a very good place to start. Kristen Ritter shines in the titular role, and David Tennant's mind-controlling baddie with a penchant for the color purple manages to be both terrifying and complex.
Get back here, Jessica!
You'd be wise not to dismiss this one as just another comic book adaptation, because Jessica Jones plays more like a hard-boiled detective novel, one that is admittedly peppered with fantastical elements, but also tackles serious, pressing contemporary themes. Seriously? You've got to check this one out.
God didn't do this. The devil did. And I'm gonna find him.
Number 4, Sense8.
Limbic resonance. It's a language older than our species.
Sense8 is about 8 strangers from across the globe who slowly discover that they share a mental and emotional link. They're able to jump in and out of each other's minds, swapping knowledge and mentally projecting into each other's environment. A nuanced piece of science fiction, the show is blessed with a unique plot and an excellent, not to mention diverse ensemble cast that meshes together beautifully.
We all experience many births and deaths during a life, but few know what it means to be reborn, a sensate.
Don't let the fact that the show was canceled in 2017 get you down. Grab a bowl of popcorn and get to binging. We promise you'll soon count yourself among the devoted fans calling for more, especially following the June 2018 series finale.
Wanna know just one thing, and then you will never see me again.
Number 3, Daredevil.
I'm asking forgiveness for what I'm about to do.
A comic book show first and foremost, Daredevil strikes an interesting balance between grounded and gritty and more fantastical elements. From its blind protagonist who can see using his other senses, to the plot of Season 2, which revolves partially around an ancient mystical organization full of ninjas who won't stay dead.
Half the people in here are carrying guns. Yeah, but none of them have their finger tapping the trigger.
This Netflix original series has garnered considerable praise from critics thanks to its brilliantly choreographed fight sequences, multifaceted characters, and tightly woven narrative. Featuring a star-making performance from Charlie Cox and a strong supporting cast, Daredevil is one fantasy show you need to be watching.
Maybe he's faking.
He's not.
Number 2, Stranger Things.
Shadow grows on the wall behind you, swallowing you in darkness.
Few recent sci-fi series, Netflix original or otherwise, have come anywhere near close to having the cultural impact of this one. Set in the fictional town of Hawkins, Indiana, and focusing on the mysterious Upside Down, Stranger Things took the world by storm in 2016. Season 1 and Season 2 picked up Golden Globe nominations for Best Television Series Drama, and the show has been heralded by critics for its action, pacing, and steady flow of 80s nostalgia.
We never would have upset you if we knew you had superpowers. Ow!
Both seasons are currently rocking a 94% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and the aforementioned Netflix Media Report listed it number 1 in the shows that brought us together in 2017 category. Not too shabby.
Are you okay?
Number 1, Black Mirror.
5 days, Liam. No call, no nothing.
Coming in at number 1 is a show that needs no introduction. Black Mirror burst onto the scene back in 2011 on the British Channel 4, before the series was purchased by Netflix.
I woke up in this house, and I don't even know if it's my house. I don't even know who I am.
Over the years, it's inspired endless shock, awe, and sober reflection thanks to its darkly satirical examination of technology and its effects on society. The Sci-Fi anthology series has managed to score some of the biggest names in the industry, from John Hamm to Domhnall Gleeson, and has continually produced compelling and thought-provoking episodes. Controversial yet engaging, disturbing yet funny, Black Mirror fires on all cylinders, and is, without a doubt, one of the best sci-fi shows on television today.
Oh my God! We have to dance to this.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.